Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use a rule set inside of Hashcat to crack passwords. So this is useful if you're doing like plain text password lists, like if you're using just word QWERTY password, like 1 through 6 or something like that, just kind of plain words that won't alter. So this rule is to go in and change like your number so your letter E to like a 3 and your A to an @ symbol and like special characters and things like that. It's kind of like morphing the password that you have in your list so that you have a better chance of cracking hashes that you may find in an environment. This is something I use almost every pen test. If I pull hashes off of an internal pen test that I'm running against somebody, I'll take those hashes, I'll hit them first with just like rocku.txt to see how many it will crack. That's hit and miss. Rocku does pull a lot, sometimes depending on the password policy of the facility or the business that you're running your pen test against. But using this OneRuleToRuleThemStill alters it very well, and you can crack a whole lot more passwords. Probably, I don't know, 80 to 90% of the ones you have, it will pop them, unless somebody just has really good password policy and they use like a long password or like a sentence instead of just one word. So we'll go ahead and jump into this. I'm going to show you like the GitHub place that you'll need, how to make the role set in like your Kali machine that you have for a file. Also, we'll do a couple hashes or just a hash to show you how it won't crack it using a regular word, and then how it will crack it using the role set that's in there. Hashcat's an excellent tool. I have a couple videos on here how to use Hashcat and stuff, and then also how to build your own password cracker. So if you guys want to check that out. The GitHub page I want to use, it's through, I think it's StealthSploit. So if you go to Google, just type in OneRuleToRuleThemStill. There's also one called OneRuleToRuleThemAll, which you'll see kind of highlight here. This was like the original, but now there's OneRuleToRuleThemStill that's added a much more larger rule set to go in and tweak the passwords to have give you a better chance of cracking passwords. This is for ethical purposes only. Like, don't do anything criminal. Make sure you own the equipment that you're doing this on, in like your own test environment, or if you're pen testing for a client, make sure that you have permission written, especially because if you don't have it written down, it's kind of like even in the medical field, if it ain't documented or it ain't charted, it didn't happen. So if you're going against this company and you're ethically hacking against them, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, well, we didn't give him permission to do that, you really don't have nothing to kind of cover you on the back end to say, well, yeah, I did. Here's like the rules that we agreed to in our contract right here, like in depth. So we'll go ahead and jump on here. We'll go to StealthSploit, OneRuleToRuleThemStill. Like I said, I'll drop this link down below for you guys. And once inside the GitHub page here, like I said, all credit goes to this StealthSploit. This is nothing that I've done. This is all them, just showing you guys how to use it. You'll see OneRuleToRuleThemStill.role. If you'll click on that, it'll pull it up here. You'll see there's all kinds of lines in here for this to rule set. I know this looks like just a bunch of mumbo jumbo, but these rule sets is what alters the things in the password list to morph it into something else to give you a better chance of cracking passwords. So we'll do raw here on the right. We'll do a Control-A, then Control-C just to copy this. We'll go into our own terminal, and I put this in the op directory. Just personal preference. You can put it wherever you want, just as long as you remember where you put it to use it. Do ls, and I have one in here already, so let me remove that and go through how to set this up. Yes, make sure that's gone. Nope, I have to do ref on that, I bet. So it's probably protected, because I think I've done it as root. Yep, same thing. Alright, we add sudo to this. ls. Alright, so it's gone now. I'm gonna do Control-L, clear my screen for you guys. Like I said, if you're new to this channel, be sure to like, subscribe, share this video on social media, across any of your networks you may have, send people my way. If you're a company looking for a pen test, need a partner, I own Cybermat Technologies, feel free to reach out. I'll have contact information down below as well. Currently scheduling for March. I still have, I think, 1 week available in March, and then some availability in April, May, if you want to go ahead and get in and schedule on that as well. So inside my op folder, I'm going to do nano, and I think I have to do sudo in order to do this. And we're going to do, I'm going to call it the same thing that it is. I'm going to do OneRuleToRuleThemStill, We'll do .rule on this because this is what Hashcat's going to be expecting when we go to use it here in a second. So OneRuleToRule, oh, typo. Make sure to fix that. Still .rule. Enter to open that up. We'll do Control-Shift-V in order to paste that into our file, and you'll see that it's in here now. You want to do Control-X, which you'll see this little caret down here that just stands for control inside of a Linux machine. So Control-X, it's going to ask us if we want to save the modified buffer. We'll hit Y for yes. And file name that we're going to use is here. And we're just going to click enter on that. ls. You'll see that we have OneRuleToRuleThemStill.rule inside of our opt folder. So now let me go to my home directory, and I've made a little word list just to do for this demonstration purposes. This is, I'll show you the word list. It's nothing real insane as far as word list. Let me see where cat my word list. So this is, I think I've done the command of head and then rocku.txt just to pull like the top few passwords in the rocku list, so it's just faster for the video. You see we have password like 1 through 6, and of course I need to do that again because I hit the button to run through that, didn't mean to. But you'll see password 1 through 5, 1 through 6, 1 through 9, princess, whatever, so forth and so on in that list. So now we're going to go make a hash. Let me remove my MD5 hash that I made earlier. Make sure that's gone. Yes. All right. So I'm going to go generate my hash. This is on browserling.com. And I'm going to use this password here with the exclamation. And you'll see that I've used the @ symbol and the money signs. And then I used a 0 instead of the letter O just to kind of alter the password. So you wouldn't put anything in here that you want. You can do calculate hashes, and it will calculate the hashes that you need. You can pick any of these to run against with Hashcat. You just got to know which module in Hashcat to use against these, because like MD5 uses 0, NTLM uses 1000, and I think NTLM version 2 runs, I can't remember if it's 5600 or something like that. It's been a minute, but okay. So once we have our hash, we've noticed like this is the password that we're going to use here. We'll go ahead and copy this hash. We'll go back to our terminal, and I'm just going to use mousepad to make a file for this hash to go in. We're going to call it md5 hash.txt or .txt. And move this. We're going to paste our hash in there. Control S to save, or you can use the floppy disk here at the top to save it. Close that. Do ls. You'll see that we have md5 hash.txt, which is the file we just made. So let's go ahead and run Hashcat against the hash that we made here on BrowserLink we was talking about. Do -m, we'll do 0 for the m.5 hash. m.5 hash.txt is our file. We're running against my word list without any kind of rule set or anything like that, just by itself, just to show you guys that it's not going to crack that word password like you have seen here. Let's go ahead and we'll click enter on this. Shouldn't take long to run through that list. It's not very long. And why did it do that? We'll debug. List. Try that again. Try sudo. See if that changes. Yep, here we go. So you see that the status was exhausted, which means it didn't find our password hash in that list. Here was the target. This is the hash that we submitted. So it didn't find it in our word list that we run against, which is this word list here. So let me show you what happens when we add our own rule set that we pulled off of OneRuleToRuleThemStill. So what that will do, let me pull up my word list, is it's going to take this password and it's going to alter this A to like an @ symbol. The S's will become like the $ signs that you see. O will change to 0, and it'll also add like this exclamation point at the end that we've seen here on this password. So without the rule set, you'll see that we couldn't crack the password. So sometimes that happens in the real world. If you're not altering or like doing what's called munging your passwords to change them, to morph them into different things, you're not going to crack the hashes that you find. So let me Go back here. Now we'll run this again. We're going to add the rule set to it. Here we'll do -r/opt, which is the folder that we stuck our rule in. OneRuleToRuleThemStill -rule. Go ahead and click enter on this, and you'll see that our status now says cracked. It's here. And you'll see that this hash that we provided is now resulted to this password here, which is the password that we made in the browser link. So you can see how this tool is useful if you're trying to crack passwords that aren't like your normal everyday password. If people use weak passwords, don't use symbols or numbers or anything along those lines. Like I said, guys, I'll drop the link down below to the OneRuleToRuleThemStill that you can find on GitHub. Also, a couple links to some videos I have about Hashcat and things on there, and building your own password cracker. But appreciate you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with your friends on your social media and things as well. All right, that's all I have, guys.